What up, YouTube? Hey, I want to do a video on a multimeter. It's called the Tech ms2115a. I think it is. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, man, it's a good multimeter. It's real durable. You know, I bought it for pretty cheap. You know, and it had real high specs. You know, so. You know, I thought I might got ripped off, you know, but it turned out to be a real good multimeter, you know. And ms2115b is you know, it's probably even better, you know. It's got dual screen, you know. But you know, I was looking around multimeters for a couple weeks, you know, and this the best deal I come across, you know, and it's the highest spec one. You know, it's got more specs than a Fluke, and sometimes it's about half the price. You know, so yeah, here it is right here. You know, it's about 2-3 years old now, and you know, it still works most of the time. You know, it's not working. Like I left it out in the sun the other day, and I changed the battery. The battery went dead. You know, I might have hit it a couple times. You know, oh, there it is. You know. I think it's got I'm not too sure if it's the contacts in this right here or if it's the battery, you know, but I changed the battery recently, you know. I don't think I put the battery in right, you know, but yeah, it's got high specs, you know. It's good, you know. If you mess around with any 5.5 timers, you know, and you want to measure the frequency of any 5.5 timer, you know, it can measure frequency, capacitance, continuity, you know, hertz and frequency. You know, that's I consider that the same thing. It's a millivolts, you know. It's like all that, you know. It's got a, you know, I think it measures hertz or frequency up to I think it's 60 megahertz. I'm not 100% sure, you know. I can't remember, and it's been a while since I looked at the specs, but I know it's either 10 or 60 megahertz, you know. And you know, the highest I ever need was 1.7 megahertz. You know, I was trying to make a ultrasonic dehumidifier, you know, and I needed to make a voltage booster, and you know, I needed to make a frequency generator, and I was gonna try to do it with any 5.5 timer, but that was a bust, you know, because any 5.5 timers, you know, they don't go all the way up to megahertz. I think they go up like 555 kilohertz. Yeah. And then after that, you know, I think I got up to about 8 or 9, but it was the frequency wasn't steady, you know. It's fluctuating all over the place. One minute it'd be like 800 kilohertz, and the next one it'd be like 900 kilohertz. And, you know, it was all over the place. Yeah, it didn't work out. But the meter worked good though, you know. But if you want to make an ultrasonic dehumidifier, you know, you got to get some kind of special generator, you know, frequency generator, you know. Yeah, but you know, it measures frequency, you know, if you want to mess around with any 5.5 timers. And then, you know, it's got a non-contact voltage thing, you know, like you know, you point it at the wall, you know, and it'll tell you whether or not it's got voltage going to it. And I think it measures up to over 70 volts. I'm not too sure if it measures low voltage, but to be honest with you, know, I never did find too much accuracy out of that. You know, I can hold up to a battery or something that's got continuity, something that's, you know, and sometimes it'll start beeping, you know. It's like, what the heck, you know. So I wouldn't rely on that too much, but everything else works pretty good, you know. That amp meter works good, you know. It's you know, that's alternating current amps at 60 to 600, you know. I think it's got an automatic, you know, automatic something, you know, where it automatically reads, you know. That's alternate current amps, and then you can push this button and it goes to DC, and it's reading out 0 amps right now. Usually it fluctuates though, you know. It's let's see if I move it. If you move around, usually it starts fluctuating. I don't know why it ain't fluctuating right now. There it goes. But yeah, you know, I can trust it up to about once it hits about 200 milliamps, you know. But if it ain't over 200 milliamps, you know, I don't really trust it too much, you know. But you know, you put a fresh battery in there, you know, that's the reason why it ain't jumping all over the place right now, because it ain't got a fresh, well, it's got a fresh battery, you know. It's got, for some reason, when you put a real fresh battery in there, you know, it don't jump all over the place. If I had a bad battery in there, you know, it'd be reading like 50, 60 milliamps right now, you know. But it's not doing none of that right now. But yep. And then it's got a light on it, you know. No, for the right here, it's got a light on it. I ain't ever used that too much though, because the clamps right in front of it, you know, it really don't shine too good. But it's real durable, you know. I mean, I had it sitting out in the rain. I had it sitting in a mud puddle. Then I had it sitting out in the sun. You know, it still works good, you know. It's I got a little minor problem with it. I got a little minor problem, you know. I think the battery's got a bad connector in there, you know. I changed the battery, you know, and I think I got to reposition my battery. I don't think I put my battery in there right, you know. But it's a good multimeter, you know. It's cheaper than a Fluke, and it outperforms a Fluke, you know, in my opinion, you know. I seen Flukes $120, $200, you know, and you know, some of them didn't even have the specs that this have, you know. It's like you know, some don't measure 1,000 amps, some of them ain't got the frequency. I don't think none of them got NCV, but this NCV really don't work too good if you ask me, you know. That's I ain't really used it too many times, you know, but I put it down by 12 volts, you know, and it'll start going off, you know. If I get around something metal, sometimes it'll go off. You know, you hear that? Now, I'm not around no voltage, you know. It's like, I don't know what the deal is with it, you know. But that ain't no hot wires in there though. But sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You know, I didn't find it to be too accurate. But yeah, it's a real durable, you know. You can see it's got mold growing all over from where it got wet, you know. It got wet and got mold all over it. But it's a good multimeter. I think it's better than a Fluke and cheaper than a Fluke. Yeah, that's just my opinion, you know. It might be made in China, you know. I'm not too sure if it's made in China. I haven't researched that, but when I first got it, you know, I had instructions in Chinese and in American, and it might be made in China, you know. And I don't know if Fluke is made in America. I haven't researched that either yet, but you know, it might be made in America. You know, you might want to support your community, you know. So I don't know. That's all about whatever you want to do, but this right here, I think it's a better meter than the Fluke. That's my opinion. You can look over the specs, you know. You can make up your own opinion, you know. You'll probably think some of the same thing I think, you know. But you know, you might want to give back to your local communities, or you know, help support businesses and stuff, you know. Whatever you want to do, you know. But you know, if you're in a pinch and you need to go a multimeter, the Maztec ms2115a or the ms2115b, it's got a wide range of functionality, you know. It measures alternating current, direct current. You know, some meters don't do that, you know. Some clamp meters just measure alternating current, you know, and you gotta make a sacrifice to get that direct current amp measure, you know. And I don't know, some of them don't got NCV, but I don't trust the NCV on this one. I haven't used it too much to really pay too much attention to it. But the main thing I use it for is NE55 timers, you know. And I was gonna make a generator, an actual flux generator, but I kind of hit a bump in my road, you know. And I moved and I left some of the stuff to do it with, you know. And I just haven't been pursuing it, you know. You know, I'm homeless, so I make I got me a solar panel, you know. And then I got me some batteries, you know. Sulfur batteries, you know. I have to do another video about batteries, you know, because I bought some lead sulfate batteries, flooded, deep cycle, you know. And man, they aren't what they say they are, you know. They say they're like 100 amp hours, you know. I don't even think they can get 20 amp hours out of it, you know. But if you're trying to get a good multimeter that'll work, and you know, this is a good one. It's you know, it does everything it says it does, you know. And you know, I mean, you might could use it for shark bait, you know. I mean, it's durable. And I'm just joking. Don't throw it in the water, but you know, I had it sit in the rain and stuff, you know, and in a mud hole. I wouldn't reckon, I ain't saying it's waterproof, you know. I had to dry it out, you know, and for a while my ohms wasn't working. I couldn't measure ohms. I couldn't measure resistance in a resistor. Oh, see, look, it done shut off again. You know, it's I'm surprised it's still working, you know, but it probably should be broke by now. But it's measuring ohms now. It's like it used to measure. I don't know why. I used to say it had like 5 mega ohms when it be open. I don't know what was up with that, but I guess it dried out, you know. Kind of weird. I took it all apart and I set it out in the sun, you know, and it dried out good in the sun, you know. I'm pretty sure it's 100% dry, and it's just been sitting and sitting and sitting, you know. And for some reason it's starting to work. It's starting, the ohms is starting to work again, accurate reading on the ohms. But I don't think I ever had any accurate readings on the amps or the voltage. I ain't never used the millivoltage, you know. But I don't think it's inaccurate, you know. But yeah, it's a good multimeter. Check it out.